The Valkyrie just got a big buff, but can it be a daily driver now that it has more weapons? Well, in this video, I want to find out, since my requirements for a daily driver is it needs to be able to haul some cargo and it needs to be able to fight here and there with a bounty hunting mission, right? So I'm going to see exactly what we can do with the Valkyrie by doing a VHRT to see how she performs. But before we dive into this video is sponsored by Beam Eye Tracker. If you don't know what Beam Eye Tracker is, Beam Eye Tracker turns your regular webcam into an head and eye tracker for just $30. Currently, they're running a 20% sale. If your webcam records at least 30 FPS, you can take your Star Citizen experience to the next level with super immersive eye tracking. For example, here I'm in my Gladius. You can see my head is being followed by my webcam, and it can also follow my eyes if I just look around, up and down, left and right. If you want to take advantage of the discount, then check out Beam Eye Tracker. If you buy from their website, you'll be supporting the channel, so thank you very much. Link is in the description. Now let's get back to the video. I'm sure not a lot of people are familiar with the Valkyrie. She got buffed with her weapons. She has 2 size 3s on the nose now, and she gained these size 4s. So she's got 2 size 4s and 2 size 3s. That is pilot controlled at the moment. I'll quickly gonna give you a small little tour, just very fast. As you can see here at the back, this is the ramp. I believe this can fit an Ursa rover. So if you get a medical Ursa, you will be able to respawn with the new tier system where you keep all your loot. Might be very helpful. She is missing quite a few features of modern ships, like buttons where you can just quickly open and close the ramps here. But you can see the cargo hold here. They recently updated it, so a lot more cargo can snap to the grid. 90 SEUs can snap here. You can fit a 32 SEU box in here as well. You won't be able to snap it though. Here you will be able to throw a lot more boxes, but you won't be able to snap it. Only this area you can snap all the boxes. You also can't fit 2 high boxes here, only 1 SEU high. So that's a little bit disappointing, but you do get storage here. If you open up, you can store a bunch of weapons in here in your lockers. Plus you get side doors, just like the Cutlass, which is very nice. You can also enter and exit from them. You can open and close them. For example, you can see there, I get a little prompt. And you can jump up. Very nice. Plus you get a little gun there that you can use, which is super decent. In here is all the seats. Since this is a drop ship, you can put a lot of players in here, but I doubt you'll ever use it. Most of us don't have friends, right? Here is the turret, but I did remove all the weapons. And same on the other side. But let's head over to the cockpit so that we can see how she looks. You can just use this ladder to head up. I think this ladder is actually very nice, since you can defend your position. Let's say they board you, they need to get up here first. Plus you can look out on your cargo, maybe shoot a couple of things. I can only take out my tractor beam here, but you can shoot. Very decent. All of the baits on here as well, plus a turret at the back. I forgot about that, but just a quick overview, nothing too crazy. Here is the cockpit. Now the cockpit is very nice. You can see very clearly with it. Even at the top, you have head tracking, which I use my webcam. It's very spacious and a very clear view. You can see there's some struts on the sides, but it doesn't really bother me. For the power management, the ship is very power hungry, but I managed to fill up most of my things here. With my power management, I did build my ship out so that I can fight a little bit better. Better shields, better power plants. Maybe I'll do a video about it if people are interested. But I'm gonna do a VHRT here so that we can see if we can steal the cargo and fight the bigger ships. For my bounty here, we're going to do a VHRT. You can see 62,000. This will be around Yayla in the asteroid belt. Let's go see if we can actually do this. I just have the default weapons on my Valkyrie here. CF repeaters for now. Probably go with attritions if I want to do a lot of PvE. But I already had these and they're pretty decent for PvE. and PvP since they have projectile speed, but let's head over and go see what she can do. The Valkyrie is very expensive though, so it might be a little bit of a deterrent. It is 19 million compared to maybe the Corsair or the Constellation. She is very expensive. I think it's just because she is a dropship, probably why they up the price even when you buy it in the store. Also very expensive for this type of ship, but if you enjoy her, I'll probably grind out the 19 million. In game, I'll never buy this with real money. We already got 2 targets here. The first one is a Constellation, so a good matchup to see how she performs. Then we've got a car wreck, which is a little bit scary. I have no idea what the others might be. Our last target is a 600i, I believe. So there is our opponents. Let's see if I can drag them out. I'm not going to take them all on at once. That will be suicide, since turrets are crazy at the moment with new server meshing. But I'm just going to edge my way forward until something aggroes. The Valkyrie doesn't have the most speed. She's basically a little turtle with some survivability and some maneuverability as well. Plus he has this veto that she can use to gain advantage. But very slow ship. She does feel very fun to fly though, don't lie. But our first opponent here is the Constellation. Let's see if we can deal with it quickly. Now the Constellation, not the most difficult opponent, but this one does have a lot of turrets. So we have shield HP for it, but we do need to do damage before our shields go down. I don't think we'll be able to outrun it. He's already red. I think actually has one of those things that shoot down missiles. I forgot the name about it. But the 890 jump has it. I think the new Polaris also has it. But I'm going to try and run here and just see if I can gain my shields back just a little bit. Since we do need our shields, right? We only have small little shields. So no shield faces for us. But we managed to run here and gain them back. You probably don't want to sit on the back of this thing because of that little automated turret, which will eat you alive. Get in there. I'm just going to try and sit on the belly for the most part. Sometimes the cargo grid can be invulnerable. There we go. We've got our first target. That thing usually don't have any cargo. I'm a little bit scared of what's going to happen with the car rack since we're quite slow and she has a lot of turrets. But we'll see if we can deal with her. Looks like the 600 is up first. And then we'll deal with the car rack here. The car rack is definitely the final boss. Let's see if we can take out at least the 600. Just going to dump my lasers into it constantly. It's a pretty big ship, so we can sit on the belly. Definitely not the most interesting fight, since we're just going in circles. It's trying to catch up with me, but I'm just sitting in the blind spot. There we go, they're running. And there we go. We've got the ship. Now let's try the final boss, the car rack. I'm definitely not too sure about the car rack. Don't know if we can take it out, but we'll definitely see here. I'm going to try and keep my distance. Those turrets are crazy. I'm just going to upstrafe and then slowly but surely roll to the left. This is how I'm going to avoid my fire while I'm keeping on target, right? Let's see if this works. This is already shredding my shields. I can definitely see it's going to be a problem. No way I'll be able to keep my distance from her. I'm just going to push through here a little bit to gain some distance. You're going to have to kite this thing a lot. It is very scary. If we had turret gunners, it probably would have been a different thing. The thing about these ships, they love going into nav mode, right? So as soon as you flee, they'll go into nav mode and catch up with you again. Which makes it a little bit difficult to kite here in the air. Well, we'll see if we can kill her. I think my radar went out. It's because of my cooling. Let's quickly see if that fixed it. I turned my radar on and off. Yeah, so my radar is completely broken for some reason. So I can't see my pip at all. Which is not ideal for us. Especially not against the car rack. But I'll just guess where it is. For the most part. I'm gonna have to be a lot closer now, but I don't have a radar. But the back is already red of the car wreck, so we might as well finish this. Just see if I can gain some distance, so that I can regen my shields. So definitely need some cooling on this, otherwise your radar will give in. The Super Hornet also did this. Also an Anvil ship, surprisingly. But yeah, I'm just hitting her by basically just imagining where the pip might be. Ideally, I want to be on her backside. But it's very difficult for me. It's big. I'm in VTOL now, so that my upstrafes are a little bit better. Okay, we need to run a bit again. For some reason, I still feel like I'm getting the pip right, but I'm not seeing it at all. Let's see if I can close in a little bit. Just sit behind it. Maybe it's a bit safer. I think the belly is definitely safe. The turrets don't always go for you completely. So if you sit like this, a little bit safer. Hey, we got her. Nice. I wonder if I can scan for cargo now. I do think my scanner is broken, but we'll see if we can scan for cargo. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just bugged out. Who knows, right? This is Star Citizen. You never really know if something is bugged or if it's actually a game mechanic. Let me see what we have. So we've got some Alter Toxin, 38. Very nice, actually. Contanium, 11 ACUs, and then that's about all. I'm quickly going to load this into my ship and see how the cargo grid forms. Let's go see what we can get. Another little tip, when you use this ship, when you see this ladder, don't press W, just reverse into it, and you'll basically skip the animation. You like to put this down before I get the cargo. The elevator button is here. Let me go see if I can get the cargo out of this thing. It's very frustrating removing cargo from the car rack, but I managed to learn a couple of tricks here and there. It makes it a little bit easier. These boxes are very difficult to get out. This is Alter Toxin, which we basically want, but usually I just quickly click to release it from the grid, and then I just right click to shift it around here and there. Just constantly fire until it gets out, right? And there we go. So it's just a left click, then you constantly fire with right click until it maneuvers itself out. You don't have to do anything. I managed to loot all the valuable cargo. Let's take a look at the cargo grid here and how it functions. So for boxes, you can stack 3 high, so 3 SUs high, and I believe you can stack about 5 wide, and it ends right about here. If you want to put 2 high boxes here, you basically can't. It's a little bit too short, so they won't fit, right? Which is a little bit of a shame, but you can always throw 1 SCUs in here, or 2 SCUs, even 4 I believe. Let's quickly take a look at this box here, if it will release. It finally released. Sometimes the service needs to catch up, so you can put 1 SCUs here, there, probably even all the way back here if you really wanted to. Can it fit through the door? So it can. You can throw everything down here as well to fill everything up. 4 ECUs probably might fit as well. Very nice. But this is my haul for now. I'm gonna go sell everything. I'll sell the cargo on my own time, but I definitely think the Valkyrie is a super good ship. It's got the buff to her weapons, super good cargo grid, plus you can have an Ursa in the back, which makes her a very good daily driver now. The only thing is, it's a little bit pricey in-game, right, and even on the store, but if you don't mind grinding that credits in-game, this is a beautiful ship with a lot of utility. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out BMI Tracker in the description for their 20% sale that's going on if you want to turn your webcam into an eye tracker. Also, a big thank you to my YouTube members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.